Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in this evening at 185 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico, REY FENIX!
Time for our main event this week on Major League Wrestling Fusion. And here is REY FENIX. We've been looking forward to this one, Rich, because I tell you, here's a young man who grew up a fan of Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera, and has split his time between Mexico City and San Diego, and look at the determination. Even with the mask on, you can tell how determined he is to make a name for himself here in Major League Wrestling.
Yeah, you can see it in his eyes as he heads to the ring to compete tonight against his brother, Pengaton Jr. We've been waiting for this one all night. And you know what, Tony? Mexican media here tonight, they're covering this big international showcase matchup. These are two of the top-ranked Mexican wrestlers in the world.
I want to remind you that next week here on MLW Fusion, the World Heavyweight Champion will be in the house. Shane Swerve Strickland will be taking on Jimmy Havoc.
And his opponents, weighing in this evening at 95 kilos, coming to us tonight from Mexico City, Mexico, Penta El Zero.
You see Selena De La Renta leading the way for Pengaton Jr. Well, you mentioned next week, Shane Swerve Strickland will be in action against Jimmy Havoc. The question, can the champ finally defeat England's most dangerous man next week? But Tony, I've been informed that the winner of this matchup will get an opportunity against the world champion.
And that just shines an even more important light on this matchup here on our main event, here on MLW Fusion. Selena De La Renta, an impresario.
Zero fear. Miedo. Selena, the founder of Promociones Dorado. And really, I mean, she acts as a pipeline for bringing all sorts of talent into the entertainment industry, not just for sports, but I mean television, broadcast, you name it. But has made her focus the top luchadors in the world, and let's be honest, MLW is turning to her for the top talent from Latin America.
Yeah, well, just a week ago, she was on Telemundo talking about her success in this sport. And here we go. So good to have you with us. Reminder, you can learn more about the world of MLW at Major League Wrestling or at MLW on Twitter. Major League Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram as well. Uh-oh. Little war of the words right here. Boy, Pengaton has quite an attitude here, doesn't he? To the midsection. Short kick to the head. Look at this. Rolls him up. 1-2. Almost got a quick win that time. There's a roll up from Pengaton. Fenix goes down hard. Missed the elbow.
Don't blink, Tony.
Landed on his feet that time. Standing side kick on target. And now Fenix comes back with one. Boy, they're exchanging kicks like most guys exchange blows. Oh, won't go down.
Think about this, Tony. These two guys are brothers. Who knows you better than your own brother? And who do you want to beat up more than your own brother?
Than your own brother. You're right, Rich. Great point. Fans chanting Lucha. Arguably two of the best luchadors in the world here on Major League Wrestling Fusion.
This is a main event anywhere in the world. I don't care if you're in Japan. I don't care if you're in Mexico City, Los Angeles, you name it. This is a major league battle.
Sends him in. Fenix waiting on him with a back elbow. Blocked that time, nicely done. Oh, right to the arm. Now up top, to the top rope. Absolutely phenomenal.
Breathtaking. Breathtaking. And heads up, Tony, heads up.
Pengaton down on the floor, trying to buy some time. Maybe not the right move. Tried a baseball slide, missed it that time, and now an open hand slap.
You saw everybody in that front row just kind of, the seas parted.
Here we go again. You know, you talked about
there it is!
Whoa. A suicide dive outside from inside out. Right over near our broadcast location here, Rich. Into the crash zone here at Major League Wrestling Fusion.
Heads up in those first couple of rows. You know, I've told people actually pay extra to sit in that crash zone.
Nope.
They want to be part of the action.
Much braver than I am, I can tell you that. You know, you talked about these guys being brothers and knowing each other quite well. That's what we've seen. We've seen counter move after counter move, anticipation, expecting, knowing what the other man's going to do. But to be successful, you probably would try to do something that we don't expect, that your opponent doesn't expect. There you see Selena De La Renta at ringside. She brought in Pengaton, and the battle continues on the outside. Pengaton, we understand, trained extensively several disciplines of martial arts in the Far East. So when we talk about MLW Fusion, we're talking about a combination of styles that we're seeing really in this, our main event matchup. Just a couple of back elbows, connected with that. Taking flight once again.
Oh, what a counter. Pengaton Jr. knew what was coming, countered with a drop kick. And the look of, I was going to say satisfaction on the face of Selena on the outside. She's got that knowing grin on her face. Look at her.
And I think that kick caught the lower back that time. Oh boy, and that knocked him obviously for a loop from the middle turnbuckle. Pengaton up top, and now Fenix I don't know if Fenix wants to take it to the floor, just wants to get out of the way for a second here. Was he sitting on someone's lap outside, trying to buy some time?
I think he grabbed somebody's cerveza.
Ah, cerveza time. Oh. I mean, the crowd, I think he wanted the crowd to hush so they could hear the effect of that open hand chop. Uno mas one more time.
Rolls in to break the count. The sadistic attack continues.
Oh. And REY FENIX could not even get out of the way. I mean, he telegraphed it. He even said uno mas. Fenix knew it was coming, and he could not move out of the way.
Well, Pengaton Jr. is known as being malicious. Known as somebody who enjoys hurting his opponents.
Well, one time too many. Fenix goes down in a heap from that knee from Pengaton Jr.
What kind of hat was Pengaton wearing? Was that some kind of wing hat?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You got to say he's got some style, doesn't he?
He does.
I mean, he gets the fans involved. The fans are into what he's doing, even though he's a sadistic guy. And now REY FENIX.
Oh! Right into the crowd, Tony.
Well, I tell you, Pengaton Jr. can only blame himself for all of this. He took so much time down. He was calling out to the crowd. He was gesturing to the crowd, and now It was almost like, I guess it was, a Frankensteiner, if you will, from the outside in. Or, if you will, a huracanrana.
Selena De La Renta out to survey the situation, survey the scene. She wants to make sure that Pengaton was good to go, and whoa, what a super kick.
Great super kick. After that, huracanrana from the outside or from the inside out. We talk so much, Rich, about the high-fly maneuvers and the offense both these guys can generate. Let's talk about the reserve. Their ability to take a punch, take a blow, hit the chairs on the outside, and still come back. Hey, it's amazing. It really is.
These two exemplify. Oh! The high-flying, hard-hitting style that is Major League Wrestling.
Using the middle rope as a springboard. That time for the kick, and now he's up on the top. Yeah, again, the springboard. Oh, and a missile drop kick from the top rope.
Selena on the outside. 2 count only, but look at Selena starting to look slightly concerned here. The first time we've seen that look on her face this entire match.
Yeah, she was getting very, very active that time on that 2 count. And now both guys feeling the effects. What a main event here on MLW Fusion. And now REY FENIX trying to call out yet some more reserve. Pengaton is down. He's almost luring him into getting up. On the top, oh, springs off of it again. A backflip. Shoots him into the other side. Oh, to the back.
Double knee lung blower.
And he got out of it.
Pengaton looks possessed.
Yeah, he looked that way coming in. I mean, what a unique look Pengaton has.
Penta's known as being somebody who has no problem breaking arms if that's what he needs to do. Sling blade. You wonder if he can do that against his brother. Double sling blade, and could this do it?
1, 2, no! Rolls him up the other way. 1, 2. How about that counter move out of those two? And again, great extension on the standing side kick. And right now, you can see that Pengaton just trying to get a breath here. He just falls, both men are down.
There's so much on the line in this matchup. An opportunity to take on the world champion here at Major League Wrestling. 2 brothers battling one-on-one in this matchup, and will Penta be able to flip that switch if he needs to against his brother?
Brothers, but also 2 very fierce rivals going at it here. Action you're watching right here on Major League Wrestling Fusion. Ducked out of the way, couldn't duck out of the way of that one. Takes him down, both men fall down. You can learn more about the action you're seeing at MLW.com each and every week. Hitting the ropes on the far side. Oh my goodness! Drives him down again. 1, 2, and a 2 count. He kicks out.
And every time that REY FENIX goes for a cover, every time he hits a big move, you see the expression on the face of Selena De La Renta on the outside of the ring look even more concerned, even more stressed. She led Pengaton Jr. to the ring here tonight. But you have to wonder, with the pipeline of talent that she has, she's always looking for the next big thing. Maybe she has something in mind for REY FENIX as well.
I would agree, absolutely. She is, well, she is ruthless. She's got the pipeline to Latin America for Major League Wrestling. And the lady who we've mentioned is an impresario, has brought in Pengaton, and this has been, look at this, both on top. Oh. We talk about here's a 1, a 2. We talk about high-risk maneuvers, Rich. It was high risk with both of them just standing there.
FENIX trying to set up for the Spanish fly. I don't think he got all of it, Tony. Got enough to get the count. And Penta could be in dire straits.
Fenix with a head of steam. Oh, and a powerbomb across the knee. 1, 2. The fact that he can even kick out from that is absolutely amazing. You know, we mentioned, over the top, that Pengaton was a rudo, but the fans seem to like him. There's a 1, 2, and a 2 count.
Well, after moves like that, a huge Canadian destroyer by Pengaton Jr. nearly put away his brother, Fenix. And yes, if you do follow Lucha Libre, you have the rudos that are known for breaking the rules, that are known for bending the rules, and Pengaton Jr. certainly not one who is shy about stretching what is legal to win a matchup.
Pengaton, who at one point was mentored by former MLW wrestler Vampiro. Probably wasn't the wisest thing you could do, but as far as a business decision, well, as you can tell, he is very vicious. And Fenix, both men, on their knees here. And now it's turning into like a mini slugfest here. And I'm not so sure who this favors, Rich. Just standing in the ring going at it toe-to-toe.
Spinning back fist by Fenix.
Yeah, it looks like that. Pengaton's out on his face. Oh! What height on that power bomb. What's Major League? That's Major League. Look here, pulling up on the arm, Rich. They could have broken his brother's arm that time. Picks him up. The fear factor. 1, 2, 3. And he gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Pengaton.
Without a doubt, one of the best matches in the history of Major League Wrestling. And Tony, we questioned earlier on in this matchup, would Penta be able to flip the switch? Could he go there and attack his own brother's arm? We got our answer. He may have broken the arm and then, just for something a little bit extra, drove him right through the mat with the fear factor, that pump handle half Nelson driver. Pengaton Jr. What a victory here on MLW Fusion.
Pengaton will challenge the World Heavyweight Champion Shane Swerve Strickland. And that's why Salina De La Renta has broken out the Johnny Walker Blue Label. No question, this is one of the best you will ever see on Major League Wrestling. Pengaton has punched his ticket now. He gets a world title shot against the champion Shane Swerve Strickland. By the way, you're going to see the world champion next week here on Major League Wrestling Fusion. And how about this first main event? That's what Fusion is all about, the fusion of all the different styles in professional wrestling. Pengaton, under the guidance of the impresario herself, Salina De La Renta, what an impact she has had on Latin wrestlers coming in to Major League Wrestling. A great win over a tremendous athlete, Fenix. Pengaton, in one of the best lucha matches you'll ever see, defeats REY FENIX. Pengaton and Shane Strickland for the world title next week on Major League Wrestling Fusion. Pengaton the winner here on Major League Wrestling. Let's take a look at, once again, a little show of sportsmanship between he and Fenix. Let's go back to the replay here and take a look at some of the action as it went down. From the inside out, suicide dive by REY FENIX all the way in to the fans here, but you see Pengaton taking him off his feet to try to get the advantage. Fenix would use a spin kick from the middle rope to reclaim the advantage, and a missile drop kick right on target. And down with Pengaton. Pengaton, though, with a powerbomb backbreaker, sending Fenix down. Fenix, one last attempt here with a great counter maneuver over the top, but it was the powerbomb from Pengaton that got the win, sending REY FENIX down to the defeat. The winner, Pengaton. And an appreciation for the fans here at Major League Wrestling. And the fans certainly deserve to take a bow. What a matchup we have seen here in Major League Wrestling, as Pengaton calls out to the fans and gets the win. certainly earned every bit of that. Pentagon is your winner here in Major League Wrestling.